Well, hi Aries, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Aries, let's find out, what can you expect coming up in your life? If this reading resonates, it's probably your reading. If it does not resonate, it probably is not your reading. There you are as a King of Wands in your highest energy, Aries, as a fire sign. You may also get a private reading from someone you trust. All cards are male or female. So Aries, let's find out what it is you can expect coming up in your life. I have the Four of Wands surrounding your entire reading. Soulmate energy. This is divine soulmate energy. 1111, a special soulmate. This is union between two people. There's a lot of love and a lot of joy associated with this card, and this card surrounds your whole reading. Let's find out why. Up here in your highest energy is the Five of Cups. Well, you're looking at the downside of love here. You're looking at spilled cups. Cups are love in the tarot deck. Pretty disappointed. But there's two full cups behind this figure. So you may just be turning around to see the change. I call this the card of hope. So it's in your highest energy. So the Five of Cups and the Four of Wands are the two strongest energies in your entire reading. Pretty contradictory. Let's find out what's going on. Next to the Five of Cups is the Queen of Cups. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the Queen of Cups, this is about having questions about love, trying to peek in those little windows all the way around that cup. Only cup in the deck with a lid on it, so you have to really try to peek in those windows. This tells me you have questions about love. You're looking at spilled cups right next door to this card, and so I think you're confused. I think you're trying to figure things out about love. It's right above the overall energy of the Four of Wands. So you know, I really think this is a soulmate relationship, and I do think that there's love and joy here, but I think that something has disappointed you about this love, and now you're questioning the love. I have the King of Wands right next to the Queen of Cups. This is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So this is your card, Aries. You're holding onto a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and your hand is on your hip with your other hand. It's like you're getting ready to get up and move forward. So I think you will be moving forward from this energy, and I think you may not feel that right this second, but I think you will be. I have the Justice card under the Five of Cups. This is the card for Libra. Libra might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. But the Justice card is about having your sword up, being in self-protection, having your scales balanced in life. And it's about self-justice, being strong. It's about seeking truth. You got your sword up here. So it's like this truth helps clear things up, whatever is going on. You do protect yourself. You are looking out for yourself, so that's really good. And you're trying to keep balance over this situation. You do seek truth and clarity over this situation. And I think that's what helps get you balanced, to tell you the truth. And then I have the Ten of Cups on the other side of the Four of Wands. The Ten of Cups, this is sunshine and rainbows, lots of love, equal exchange of love, union between two people right next to the Four of Wands. Children dancing, that represents that there could be children involved, or this is like a family situation and union. It's right under the King of Wands. I think this disappointment in love you'll be getting behind you. And you are going to move forward, cautious. You're going to have your sword up in self-protection, but you're going to stay balanced. And it feels like this relationship is going to continue forward with lots of love. I have the Four of Cups under the Justice card. So the Four of Cups, you know, before your sword goes up in that, you're like, I don't know, because I'm disappointed right now. I don't know if I want to accept this apology or this cup of love that's coming in here. So you were off put by something in this relationship. You may have waited for an apology. You may have waited for this offer to come in so that you could release it. But you are moving forward with your sword up. The Seven of Pentacles is waiting. It's waiting for this divine soulmate relationship maybe to come into union. That might be what you were disappointed about. Waiting and waiting and waiting for this offer. Well, I think that you spent a period of time separated. They're coming back in with that 10 cups of love. So there's your offer that you've been waiting for. And it's going to be such a happy moment. So this is reunion. This is a happy reunion. So it looks like things are getting worked out in this situation here, Aries. And there's some sort of happy reunion going on. But you're waiting and waiting in the meantime, and you're trying to keep balance, and you are in self-protection mode, and you're very disappointed over something that happened in this relationship. But it looks like it's getting cleared up. And it looks like you'll be moving forward. Now remember, this is a general reading. Here we go. Second part of the reading for Aries. Okay, there's a reunion coming in, and it's happy, but things are still left hanging out in the air here. I have the Judgment card in your highest energy. This is your guardian angels and spirit guides blowing their horn down on you to get you to awaken to a spiritual lesson. And it has to do with moving forward, okay? It's a lesson that you are awakening to. There's something right next to this spiritual lesson that you're going through with this situation. We have the Page of Wands right next to the Judgment card. And this means that there is something you need to get out in the open. There's something you need to declare or say. And it is about moving forward. You have spent some time alone. It's right next to the Four of Swords. So in this time alone that you're spending, all these swords of truth and clarity are coming to you. It's very spiritual. You may have meditated, prayed, or just done some soul searching, but all these swords of truth and clarity are coming to you, and I think you have something you need to say about that. And it probably will be said when this reunion, when they come back in. You've been waiting for them to come back in, but when they do, you have something to say. Under the Judgment card is the Sun. Now, this is a really beautiful card. And this is about fresh starts, new beginnings. Remember, you're holding on to that staff there, fresh starts and new beginnings. This is about love. This is about joy. Right next to the Ten of Cups, love, joy. But your spiritual lesson, there is something you need to say that will allow this love and joy and fresh start and new beginning to come in. I think you're up in, you know what it is. If this is your reading, you know what it is that's brewing, like been on your mind. And you're kind of like, it's causing anxiety, stress, and confusion about this relationship. You're also disappointed in someone's actions here. So you don't know if it's even possible to move back into this energy of the Sun, this fresh start, new beginning that they might be offering you. I'm not sure that you want it. I have the Nine of Swords next to the Five of Wands and under the Four of Swords. You're up in your head. I mean, these swords of truth and clarity, I mean, they're going through your mind, going through your mind. And, you know, up in your head, that Five of Wands, the Four of Swords, spending a lot of time alone. This is allowing you to get things more clear in your head. And so you have been in it, and I think you're really like, you are, I feel this really strong debate going on in your mind about whether or not to move forward with this person, because I think you really are questioning their feelings for you. And they come back in, even though you love seeing them. Your sword is up. I got the Page of Swords right under the Sun and next to the Three of Cups. I think you seek the truth from them. I think you're staying in self-protection mode. I don't think you're coming out of that. I think you're going to try to keep your scales balanced. This is probably all part of your spiritual lesson. So your sword is up. You're not like swinging it around, but it's up, and you're on guard. And there is some truth and some clarity, I think, that you need to bring out in the open. I think there's some things that you haven't been dealing with that you need to deal with when they come back. That's been on your mind. You're protecting your heart here. This is where you've been. You've had your swords up in self-protection. You're blindfolded on, like not wanting to deal with this. But you're going to have to when they come back. And you know you're going to have to. I think you figure that out through, you know, all this meditation, all this prayer that you've been doing, and with the help of your guardian angels and spirit guides. So, normally, I think you would probably jump on their return and look at it as if this is a beautiful, fresh start, new beginning with a divine soulmate with lots of love and joy. But it's like you're changing. It's like you're thinking now, hey, wait a minute. I don't even know if this is going to last. This may not last. There's some kind of truth. There's something going on here where you are learning a lesson from the universe about how you should be treated and what real love is. There's something going on here, and your sword is up. And I got the Knight of Pentacles on the other side of the Two of Swords and under the Nine of Swords. This is that commitment. This is the security, the stability of this relationship. This is where the problem lies in this relationship. There isn't any. This Knight of Pentacles can take lifetimes to reach you. It's so slow. So it looks like the horse is standing still. There's very little movement. It does move. But you've been not dealing with the whole situation of feeling insecure and not stable and uncommitted in this relationship. But they come back in. When they come back in, they always give you hopes of a brand new, fresh start, new beginning. And I think that you're just not really going to jump on it this time. I think you're just going to stay in the justice and, you know, keep your scales balanced and your sword up, because you've been through a lot already from what I can see. What's at the bottom of the deck for Aries? The Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness. And see where it lands. Okay, so it lands right on the King of Wands, which is your energy, holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. You have love. You have a huge heart full of love that you could hand out, and you probably have been handing it out. It's right on top of the Judgment card. So your spiritual lesson has to do with who and when should you hand out your cup of love. Wow, and I think you're getting it. So Aries, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.